So today I'm gonna make a quick little video blog about some recent things I've been into lately and just rant about my life for a little bit and talk to you guys about, current events and future events and stuff like that. And well, first things first is I don't know if I told you guys on my YouTube, but a week ago I did a raw food cleanse, and I only did a 3-day energy boost cleanse, and I decided, and I've been deciding for a while now, not just like last week or whatever. I decided that I wanted to transition into an all raw food diet. Now, I mean, of course, it's extremely harder than it looks, and it takes a lot of willpower and determination and stuff like that. I actually am not raw, obviously. You guys just saw my last video. I was eating a Clif Bar. I needed the protein and the energy and stuff, so that's why I was eating that. Although I do wish to be 100% raw, I mean, in the beginning of the week, I started out, 100% raw. And then as the week dwindled down, and now we're here at this next week, I'd say I'm about 50% raw. It's really hard. It's way hard. Especially when, like, my significant other, still eats cooked food, and and then he gets hungry, and then when I make like raw food, it's not enough for him because it doesn't fill him up, so I usually have to make him food, which is tempting to me. And also like just other things, just everyday life, like it's hard. And like usually when I go into the kitchen, I will still choose an apple over something else, but then like I'm used to, for lunch, I'm used to eating bread, and I'm used to eating stuff like that, just little things that aren't necessarily 100% raw, but yeah, they're still in my diet as of now. Like I'm still eating like bread. I try to keep as much gluten out of my diet as possible, just because I do feel inflammation within myself when I do eat a lot of wheat, bloating, stuff like that, and it's not good for me. So I try to keep that to a minimum. Today I ate some cereal, so that wasn't raw, and then I ate that Clif Bar, which wasn't raw either. So tonight all I'm gonna be eating is salad and veggies and maybe some fruit for dessert, maybe some banana ice cream. My grandma just bought me a food processor, which I'm so grateful for. I'm so happy she bought it for me. Like, I've been trying to find one, and I finally found one, and I didn't have the money, and she just happened to be with me, and she's like, well, I'll buy it for you if you do some work around my house. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I live with Matt, but sometimes I come over here. Like, a lot of my stuff is still here because where Matt's staying, his roommate, there's a whole big ordeal going down, and it's his roommate's stepdad's house, and his stepdad and his mom broke up, so now we might have to move out of there. So I have a lot of my stuff here from our last apartment, which is good, so I don't have to move all my stuff again. Seriously, Matt and I have moved like 5 times, so I've kind of been used to leaving my stuff here more, because I mean, it's just, I have more space. I have 2 sides of this room, so it gives me more space and more of my own, thing, and it's not that far from where we stay normally, so that's why I like staying here. Well, I don't stay here, but I like having my stuff stay here, I guess. Yeah, so back to my raw food diet. I plan on doing the 7-day. It's a 7-day rejuvenation cleanse. I think that I'm going to start next week, just because, like, I've already messed up this week, and I don't want to, mesh this with that, even though it's good to start, as soon as possible. I'm still putting all of my effort into eating as raw as possible, incorporating more vegetables and fruits into my everyday meals, and so far it's worked, like, I haven't lost any weight because I still eat a lot because I smoke weed, but I have been noticing my vitality levels go up, my energy levels just like skyrocket, and I'm a lot more happy. I don't know if you could see, but my skin is clear, and when I wake up and I don't have my makeup on and stuff, my eyes, like, well, now because I'm wearing makeup, they're a little bit baggy, but like when I wake up, my like face is so clear, and I don't have bags under my eyes and stuff like that, just like little things, you know? Anyways, so yeah, even if you don't decide to go raw, which I know a lot of people on my Tumblr have said, oh, I'm gonna go raw now because of you. I'm not fully raw, and I don't want to take the title until I am. So that's why I say I'm transitioning, because I'm attempting the transition. I am not fully transitioned. I still eat, I still indulge in stuff that I shouldn't be, well, that I feel I shouldn't be, but it's not necessarily taking a toll on my health. Like I'm still eating organic foods versus, highly processed foods like crackers and candy and stuff like that. Opting for a protein bar like I had earlier. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but opting for a protein bar is still better than opting for like a Hershey's candy bar, especially an organic protein bar versus a Hershey's bar. Hershey's is a Monsanto company, so yeah, that has a lot to say about that brand, right? Anyways, so yeah, the raw food cleanse. I haven't been juicing much because I've been eating all my vegetables, which is awesome, which, I feel it's better, it wastes less than juicing. But if you do juice and you are trying to transition to a raw food diet, Google juice pulp crackers. If you have a dehydrator, you can make yummy crunchy crackers that are all raw with your carrot juice pulp or your, like your juicing pulp. So that's going to be cool. I'm going to try that one out soon when I go grocery shopping for more veggies. Also, let's see. Some other news is, so I have decided, well, two things actually. I have decided to, I've gotten a lot of great positive feedback on my own personal raw food recipes, and I want to announce that I'm going to be conspiring to make a raw food cookbook, and it's going to be called My Journey to Raw. And R-A-W, not R-A. I'll make another book, My Journey to Raw, another time. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so back to what I was saying. So I mean, people have been writing me saying, oh, that looks so good, can I have the recipe, and this and this and this, and how do you do that and stuff. So I want to make a recipe book that, because for me, I used to eat meat, and I used to eat fish, and I used to eat dairy. I still sometimes eat a little bit of dairy. I'm not perfect. I never claim to be perfect. I never claim to be all-knowing or any of that. I'm human. I'm learning. But anyways, so I'm going to make it from kind of like a transition book from going from meat eating and eating high processed foods to slowly cutting those out, and if even like maybe quitting those cold turkey, because I ended up quitting, like I was on and off vegetarian for about 6 months, and then after 6 months I just quit cold turkey, and I didn't even eat fish or anything like that. I just quit meat completely, animals completely. And then about 6 months later, I attempted veganism, and I was fairly successful at it. And now it's been like 6 or 7, 8 months, around 6 to 8 months, we'll say, where I have been mostly vegan, not all vegan, because I still have eaten cheese a couple times, or more than a couple times, I should say. And I don't eat milk though, even though cheese is similar, not any better for you or anything like that. But I don't drink milk. I don't eat eggs, stuff like that. So I want to incorporate that into my book, like how I stopped eating eggs and how I started getting protein from other sources, and then eventually when I am raw, I want to write about that and all of my transitional recipes for that too. So I kind of want it to be like a journey book. So like as you read through it, you feel my journey and you can see how I made recipes for like when I was transitioning to not eating meat, you know, or when I was transitioning to try to be vegan, stuff like that. So I want to share my journey with you guys and whoever buys my book when it comes out. You know, I haven't necessarily started it yet. I mean, I have my diary filled with notes of everything, so I mean, it's not going to be too hard to get it all together. Well, I shouldn't say that because I have no idea, but it's gonna happen. And also, the second thing I was gonna tell you guys about is that I'm starting hot yoga again, and I was actually supposed to go today, but oh, that wasn't that lovely. I was supposed to go today, but I ended up helping my grandma out with some errands, and then I came into my little room and started procrastinating and realized that I missed my class and got really sad. So yeah, I'm starting tomorrow. Hot yoga, Bikram yoga. I've done classes at this place before. It's really good. They're 90-minute classes. So amazing, so awesome. Just like good vibes, good people, great instructors. Like I love it there. So yeah, I'm excited to be doing hot yoga again, getting my summer bod fit and stuff. You know, I'm still trying to get fit. It's been a journey of mine for a few years now, and you know, it's showing my evolutionary progress, not just, you know, physically, but spiritually at the same time, because I am changing spiritually along with physically. If that makes sense. Like, as I transition into raw food, it's more of a spiritual journey for me. It's more of a test to see how much of this material world I really can, you know, overcome, and, you know, my desires and stuff like that, like earthly desires that aren't necessarily necessary for spiritual advancement, you know, like eating fast food has no, well, it depends on who you are, but for me, it has no spiritual value whatsoever, you know? So why would I need it, you know? So that's what I'm saying, like, cutting out things that have no benefit to my spirituality and adding things that do, like raw food and juicing and, you know, learning how to uncook raw foods, you know, into beautiful things that are delicious. And I don't know, I want to teach you guys how to be like that because it's awesome. It feels good. And you know, if someone else out there wants to do this, willingly wants to do this, of course, with me, you know, like even if it's online, it's still motivation and it's still like support, which I love and I want more people to connect with and stuff, which is why, you know, I'm writing a book and stuff. And I'm also I actually have a videographer lined up. She's one of my good friends, and she has a professional camera, and she knows what she's doing with editing videos and stuff. I have no idea. And she's actually gonna start shooting me. She's gonna start shooting me doing my recipes and stuff. So I can even put in the book like, oh, see video, blah 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 on YouTube, and then put the link under there. So instead of, you know, just looking at like a recipe like that, you know, just words. You can't see it. Like just like that, you know, just words. You can look at the video of a how-to, you know, instead of just reading it. You know, I feel like visuals help a lot more and stuff like that. So that's why I want to do that. And then I feel like there's something else that I need to say, but I'm not sure what it is. Well, then I shall, I guess, leave it at that because I've been talking for 15 minutes, and that's a really long time for me to be talking about nothing. So, yes, video blog. To wrap it up, I'm writing a book, I'm starting hot yoga, I'm transitioning to raw food. I'm not raw yet. I'm trying to be as raw as possible, but I'm human, and I still, like, I don't want to deprive myself of cooked foods, you know, like I don't want to feel like I'm taking away from myself, because then I'll want to like relapse and go eat a bunch of food, because I did that. I've done that. After my cleanse last week, I did that, and I ended up eating like junk food, like bad junk food, like you guys are gonna hate me. Goldfish crackers and Pringles. I ate goldfish crackers and Pringles, like, oh my god, it was so bad. I felt like shit after I ate. I felt like shit the next day. I told Matt we need to get up and go out and go on exercise. We ended up going on like a 5-hour hike that day, all because I ate junk food, and it was horrible, and it's just like, it's still like, it's bad. I don't like that version of me. I don't, and I want to change it, you know. I want to change it to be the optimal expression of a human being, you know, like use my fullest potential as a human. And when I eat junk food and foods that suppress my true nature, you know, I'm actually taking away from myself spiritually and physically and, you know, even emotionally. Because if I eat junk food and I feel like crap after, like, you know, who wants to feel like crap? It's hard, but I'm learning, and I will eventually be raw. I've, you know, given myself a little time frame of 3 months to fully transition out. Until then, I will still eat, you know, veggie burgers and bread and stuff like that, because I want to. And I'm not going to, you know, act as if like, oh, all those foods are bad and they're all poison and blah, 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 because not all of them are. The majority of processed foods are poison, yes. But there's some beautiful foods like sprouted breads and, you know, yummy, delicious, like, granola cookie things, like, you know, that are cooked. And when I eat them, I don't feel like I'm taking away from myself, so I don't want to feel like I'm taking away from myself, you know, by restricting myself from these things. So I'm taking it slow, and that's my way. If, you know, some people can quit cold turkey, and some people cannot, you know, eat a cooked food for months and months and months, but for me, I feel like it's a big challenge, but I feel that I can overcome my way. And a lot of people might not understand my version of, you know, going raw, and they might be like, well, why would you eat cooked foods if you're trying to avoid them, you know? Well, it's more of like, I'm doing what I want to do. I'm honoring my, you know, my decisions, my inner, you know, if I don't want to feel like, you know, if Matt's eating a veggie burger, like, I don't want to feel like I can't do that because I'm, you know, it's gonna bring me down or dents me up or something, you know? Like, food doesn't, it doesn't take away from your spirituality if you eat food. You can enjoy even a piece of steak if you are fully and, like, spiritually connected to it, you know? If you're grateful and you know, like, accept it and love it, and, you know, but if you are taking in something and you have a negative thought about it, then you're putting that negative vibe around it, and you're eating that negativity, you know, like, you're ingesting that negativity, and it's actually worse for you to, you know, to do that rather than just indulge and enjoy something that you would like to enjoy in. I mean, even though it's material, it's still, you know, it's human. It's okay to be human. We're still human. And I feel like a lot of spiritual people forget that sometimes, is that, you know, they're trying so hard to be more than they are. And it's okay, you know, to want to be better and to do better for yourself, but you gotta still realize at the end of the day, you can't, no, I can't even say that. You can do anything you want. Of course you can. It's just, do it to your own potential, your own current potential, because when you do that and you expand your potential, it'll be easier down the road, you know, instead of depriving yourself in the moment and then later on the road you relapse and, you know, don't ever come back from it, you know, like, relapse and eat junk food the rest of your life and become 300 pounds of obese, like, stuck energy. Like, to me, fat is stuck energy. It's energy that, it's unused potential. And, I mean, I can't say for other people if, being big is a problem in their life, because some people it's not, but for me it is. And, I've been big, and I hated it. I hated my life. I hated my body, and it hurt me, like, I didn't understand why people would, say rude things to me and stuff like that. And so I wanted to change, and I didn't want to change for other people. I wanted to change so I could feel good about myself. And a lot of people could say, oh, that's shallow, that's narcissistic, and blah, blah, blah. But you guys don't know how I feel inside sometimes. And it's less of for you guys and more for me. Like, I want to do this to prove that I can do this. Like, I can come back from, being 200 pounds overweight at the age, in 8th grade, the age of what? That's like age 13 or 14. From 200 pounds to 100, and my goal weight's 115. I currently weigh 100 and I'm like between 117 and 18, I think. So like it's a couple pounds, but I want to tone up and stuff like that. And it's not to be like the hottest chick or whatever, or to flaunt, in a bikini or whatever. It's to be like, to look in the mirror and to have my outer appearance match my inner appearance. And, some of you guys say, well, you're perfect already and stuff like that. And, it means so much to me. It really does. But I'm not fishing for those kind of compliments. Like, I'm not, like, fishing for compliments. I'm just, like, I want people to see that I'm motivated and determined, and, more people to, like, I want people to support me rather than to, like, boost my ego, Like, I want people to be like, yeah, you can do it, and you got this, and, you're good, like, keep going, and I'm proud of you, stuff like that, because I never really had that in my family. And, like, I love my family to death, but I never really had much encouragement from a lot of people, even still, like, oh my god, okay, I don't want to cry. I might cry. Even still, like, like, I want encouragement from real people. Like, I don't care if, people are like, oh, you're hot, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I do take some pride in my looks. Maybe it's from being self-conscious for, the majority of my younger years, and it impacted my, my psyche, my self-confidence, and it has. And, when people are like, you inspire me not just by your beauty, but by who you are, and, like, they notice me from my beauty, it makes me happy, because even though, like, they notice me for my beauty and for my outer appearance, my outer shell, whatever you want to call it, they still see the real me inside, and it makes me so happy, because, like, I don't know, like, I feel like people overlook that sometimes in life, like, a lot. Like, people tend to just keep note of the outer shell and not really pay attention to what's inside. And, it feels good that even though people are still looking at the outer shell and still noticing the outer shell, they actually want to know what's inside, because, this attracted them here, and now they're listening to me. And it's crazy, because, like, people, when I was young, people never wanted to listen to me or talk to me, like, people think I'm some weirdo or something. And, like, I'm still a weirdo, I'm still, odd and different, but I mean, at least people accept that. And that's why I love you guys, because I could look completely dumb on this whole video and you guys won't even care, because you guys care more about the message I portray than the ego that I'm, presenting with you guys. And it's awesome, because like, even though I don't personally know you, and I might never personally know you, I still have that connection with here with you. And to me, that means more than, any shallow compliment, like, oh, you're hot, like, nice body, blah, 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 like, because it was never about that. And maybe that's why I was big when I was little, is because I needed to learn some lessons, and maybe, I wouldn't be the person I am today if I was always beautiful, And I'm grateful for that lesson, and I'm grateful for all the people who support me in all of this, and I'm just happy to know that you guys care, and that you guys are still listening, even though it's 25 minutes in this video. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta cut it short. Wipe the tears. They're happy tears, I promise. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you. And, this is as real as it gets. I'm trying to keep it real. I'm trying to keep it 100. That's all I've ever wanted to do. So, thank you for listening, if you still are. And I wish you many blessings to you and yours. And if you have any questions, please ask, please tell, please share everything. With that being said, I wish you all the best. Namaste. Have an awesome day and have an awesome life.